Important update for future U.S. citizens. If you filed your N-400 application on or after October 20th, 2025, this video is for you. The U.S. citizenship exam has changed. The civics test is now harder, longer, and based on 128 civics questions, not the old 100. Watch till the end. Practice with confidence. And subscribe our channel. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military? The President. The President. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. War in Afghanistan. War in Afghanistan. When did all women get the right to vote? After World War I. After World War I. Name the three branches of government. Congress, President, and the courts. Congress, President, and the courts. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. 34th President of the United States. 34th President of the United States. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country. Father of our country. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. President. President. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. 100. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? People in their district. People in their district. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. Africans. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? 14th Amendment. 14th Amendment. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. Forms the government. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Obey the law. Obey the law. What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. Supreme Court. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. Amendments. Name two promises that new citizens make in the Oath of Allegiance. Give up loyalty to other countries. Obey the laws of the United States. Give up loyalty to other countries. Obey the laws of the United States. Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality. Liberty. Equality. Liberty. When did the Great Depression start? Stock market crash of 1929. Stock market crash of 1929. What is one part of the judicial branch? Supreme Court. Supreme Court. What are two examples of civic participation in the United States? Join a civic group. Join a community group. Join a civic group. Join a community group. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison. James Madison. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. Longest economic recession in modern history. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. Required by law. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. Cherokee. How can people become United States citizens? Naturalize. Naturalize. Name one power that is only for the states. Provides schooling and education. Provides schooling and education. What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military. A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. What did the Civil Rights Movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. Fought to end racial discrimination. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The Civil War. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. The vice president. The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum. What does that mean? We all become one. We all become one. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. New York Harbor. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Self-government. Self-government. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States. Citizens of the United States. Citizens of the United States. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? 435. 435. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. Executive branch. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? Because of the state's population. Because of the state's population. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. U.S. Constitution. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? People of their state. People of their state. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom. Freedom. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. Because there are 50 states. Who appoints federal judges? The President. The President. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. The United States. Why did the United States enter World War I? Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships. Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their district. Citizens from their district. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. First Secretary of the Treasury. First Secretary of the Treasury. Why did the United States enter World War II? Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment. Because of the 22nd Amendment. How many senators does each state have?
2.
Name one power that is only for the federal government. Declare war. Declare war. How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? Six years. 6 years. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. 5. What is the economic system of the United States?
Capitalism. Capitalism.
What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Declaration of Independence. Declaration of Independence. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To follow public opinion more closely. To follow public opinion more closely. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Lincoln was assassinated. Lincoln was assassinated. When did all men get the right to vote? After the Civil War. After the Civil War. There are 3 branches of government.
Why?
Checks and balances. Checks and balances. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. John Roberts. Who is the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Russia. Russia. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. 9. It is important for all men, age 18 through 25, to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why. Required by law. Required by law. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States?
Communism. Communism.
What is Independence Day? The country's birthday. The country's birthday. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Terrorists attacked the United States. Why does each state have 2 senators? Equal representation for small states. Equal representation for small states. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. July 4th, 1776. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. Civil War. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Writes laws. Writes laws. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? 27. 27. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. New Year's Day,
Christmas Day,
Thanksgiving Day. New Year's Day,
Christmas Day,
Thanksgiving Day. Name one example of an American innovation. Airplane, airplane.
What is the rule of law?
Everyone must follow the law. Everyone must follow the law. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. The President. What is the form of government of the United States? Republic. Republic. What does the President's cabinet do? Advises the President. Advises the President. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. First Secretary of State. First Secretary of State. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. The Star-Spangled Banner. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. To be independent of politics. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. The Civil War. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. Fought for civil rights. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. U.S. diplomat. U.S. diplomat. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived. American Indians. American Indians. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? It states that the powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. It states that the powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says America is free from British control. It says America is free from British control. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. High taxes. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans. The basic rights of Americans. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 and older can vote. Citizens 18 and older can vote. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They helped people understand the Constitution. They helped people understand the Constitution. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. Because there were 13 original colonies. Name one power of the president. Vetoes bills. Vetoes bills. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? Lifetime appointment. Lifetime appointment. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. To stop the spread of communism. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. It decides who is elected president. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. World War I. Name your U.S. representative. This answer will vary. This answer will vary. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? War for American independence. War for American independence. Who elects U.S. senators? Citizens from their state. Citizens from their state. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? Two years. 2 years. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? This answers will vary. This answers will vary. Who vetoes bills? The President. The President. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. Declaration of Independence. What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Reviews laws. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana Territory. Louisiana Territory. Many documents influence the U.S. Constitution. Name one. Federalist Papers. Federalist Papers. What are two cabinet-level positions? Attorney General, Vice President. Attorney General, Vice President. What is the supreme law of the land? Constitution. Constitution. There were 13 original states. Name 5. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. The American Revolution had many important events. Name 1. Declaration of Independence. Declaration of Independence. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? For years. For years. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. To stop the spread of communism. What part of the federal government writes laws? U.S. Congress. U.S. Congress. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. Senate and House of Representatives. James Madison is famous for many things. Name 1. Father of the Constitution. Father of the Constitution.